Hello, Mrs. Sutherland here. I am going to show you how to add a digital signature to your digital media arts work, photography, Photoshop, whatever you have. I'm going to show you two ways to do it. So here is a little image that I made. I took a picture of a surfer and a picture of my cat, and as you can see over here, I put them together. This is the original Photoshop document. So I'm going to show you a few ways to do this. I want to add my signature to this photo, so I am going to open the file where I have saved my signature. So you do have to have saved it first, and if you need help with that, that's a whole nother thing. So, I just realized I saved this without a white background, so that's probably good because now I'm going to have to take away the background. So I'm going to do the magic wand tool, and I'm going to select and I'm going to press shift, and now that has selected just the letters of my name. Then I am going to inverse my selection to where it's selected everything else, and I'm just going to hit delete. I'm going to there's a little thing over here that I'm going to unclick, and now I'm going to hit delete. Okay, and now it deleted all of the pixels that were around my signature. All right, now, goodness gracious. I'm going to right-click on the layer and say duplicate layer, but I'm going to duplicate it into the photo that I want to place my signature on. So you see how there? Click OK. And it looks like nothing happened, but what if I go over here, I can see that I have a layer 4 that has my signature on it. And if I see, it's way up here in the corner. So I can then move this to wherever I want it, wherever I want to sign. Maybe all right. There it is. There it is. I'm going to have my signature right there. There. Right, and then I can save that as a JPEG. All right, so that's one way that you can add a signature onto a Photoshop document. All right, so we're going from having a digital signature on Google Drawings, and we're going to place this signature on one of the assignments that you've done for my class, or if you're not in my class, then some digital art that you've made. So I made my signature here, and I made it in white. And now I'm going to save this file, but I don't want it to have a background when I save it. So I'm going to go to File. I'm going to download this as a PNG image. And I'm just going to download that to the desktop as a PNG, save that. And now, whenever I save it, it will not have a background. So when I place it on another image, it's going to just have my initials and it won't have the square box behind it. So if I open up a new Google drawing, I have one here, and I can insert whatever image that I made. So in this case, it will be on my desktop. It's this one that's called Wednesday Surfer. And this is the one I already signed in Photoshop. But what I want to do is I want to put the image all the way into the upper left-hand corner, and then I want to scale this to where it's exactly the same size as my photo. So there's nothing sticking out on the edges. You can see that here. And now I'm going to insert the initials that I made. And now I have the initials placed over the top. Now, if I wanted to, I could make this into a watermark. And I can do that here by upping the transparency to where I can see through it. If I want to make it a signature that's not a watermark, then I am just going to resize it and place it wherever I want to on this photo. Remembering that if you place it someplace that somebody can easily crop it out, then you would have somebody that could easily steal your work. So sometimes it's best to put your signature kind of in a larger place, and then if somebody wants to buy it without your signature, just make sure that you have the file still saved on your computer without your signature, and then you can send them the file without your signature. But they would need to buy the right for that. So that's two ways to place a digital signature, one with Photoshop and one with Google Drawings.